everybody. So go ahead.
What prompted you to call off the strikes last night?
I was asked to by Saudi Arabia, by UAE, and by Qatar, and by Iran. We were all set to go. It's about at this time right now, and it would have been a massive attack. We're all set to go, but when the allies asked to call it off, you got to sort of say, well, let's see. And the reason they asked is they think there's a deal. There's a deal on Hormuz, and then there will be a deal on the nuclear, or you might call it the denuclearization of Iran. I call it the denuclearization of Iran.
So what should we expect?
We're holding it. We'll just see. We can do it anytime we want. But we were asked by the three primary groups. We were also asked by Iran, very strongly, actually. They said, we'd like to make a deal. Now, I don't know what they say, because a lot of times they'll say that to me, and then they'll go out and say, we don't know what he's talking about. Obviously, they don't want to be attacked. And they knew the extent of the attack because they saw it forming.
What happens now?
Well, now what we're doing is we're talking to them in the form of a negotiation. It begins tomorrow afternoon, and we'll see if it's true. I'd love to do that, save a lot of lives, save a lot of unnecessary power, to be honest with you. It would take many, many years to ever build it back. If it could, I don't think it would be even buildable back. So we had an attack that would be the biggest attack since World War II, and it would have been disastrous for them. And they didn't want us to do it. And frankly, Saudi Arabia didn't want it either. They thought that a deal is imminent.
Is there a deadline, sir?
And the deal is imminent, having to do with the Hormuz Strait, and also ultimately the denuclearization of it. So when I hear that, I say, well, do we want to go and be this severe? Now, there's a group of people that would like me to just do it. And there's another group of people that does not want me to do it.
Does Iran have a deadline to come to an agreement?
We'll just see how it is. We're ready to go anytime we want. Would I rather make a deal? I'm not looking to kill people. Because people die, a lot of people die. And we don't want that. So they asked us, Iran specifically, but the other three said I asked Saudi Arabia, the king. I said, the crown prince, I said, what would you rather do? Would you rather have us do this or not? They said, we would much prefer a deal as opposed to an attack, because you don't know where these attacks lead. I mean, will they be flooded with people pouring into their country and disaster? A lot of bad things can happen.
Sir, there's a report that you're moving U.S. troops out of Bahrain and Kuwait. Are troops being moved out of the Middle East?
Mr. President, why is the U.S. intervening to support the Japan yen at this time, to support the Japanese currency?
Because we have a good relationship with Japan. We're very strong, very, very strong financially. They have a weakening yen, and they wanted a little bit of help, and we're always there for Japan. Japan's been very good to us, with the exception, of course, of Pearl Harbor.
Mr. President, what is the U.S. getting out of that arrangement?
Financial benefit. Financial benefit. It's also good for the world economy. But we make, like when we did with Argentina, I got criticized, we made $25 billion on that deal. On Venezuela, we make hundreds of billions of dollars. I make good deals. Intel, I made $75 billion for the country. I didn't make for me, I made for the country. Intel. I backed Intel. It's the hottest stock right now on the New York stock, on the various stock exchanges. So we made about $75 to $80 billion. And Japan wanted to, it was really more than anything else, it was a signal of friendship.
You've said that the
anti-weapon and the dollar is doing great.
You said
the fact is, our country is doing great. Everybody wants help from our country. Yeah.
You said the anti-weapon. I'm with ABC News. You said the
BBC?
ABC.
Oh, ABC. That's worse.
You said the
I like
anti-weaponization.
BBC better than ABC.
The anti-weaponization fund is back on the table. What are your plans?
No, they don't improve. Look, we have a man named Todd Blanche. He's outstanding in every way. Most of you know who he is. You're not going to find a better person. And everybody, and it's because I backed Cornyn's opponent, and his opponent won in a landslide. It's the only reason it's happening. But I will say there are a lot of people that people were hurt so badly. 22 suicides. They were destroyed. Their families were destroyed for doing things that honestly has never been an attack on any group of people in this country, in my opinion. Maybe one. There's one group that was attacked violently and viciously, like these people were attacked. And this would be a reimbursement for the pain that they suffered. A lot of people like it. If they don't approve Todd, I put it back on the table. A lot of people like it. A lot of big supporters of Trump like it.
Mr. President, there's been some domestic abuse allegations against Congressman Max Miller. Do you think he should resign?
Well, I'm going to look at it. I mean, so far it's accusations. I'll be looking at it.
Will the U.S. do anything to address OpenAI and Anthropic's models hacking other systems?
We're very much involved in that. We have a big stake in that. So does the world. So we're looking at it.
So in Canada, have you decided on a punishment yet for the wildfire smoke? What is? Can you share?
Back on Iran, were you prepared to hit energy targets?
I don't want to say that. Steve.
Okay.
I can't say that.
Mr. President,
There was going to be a massive attack. It was going to be an attack that would have been by far the biggest attack since World War II. But they've asked us not to do it. They said, please don't do it. And their neighbors said that too. And so we're just going to see whether or not we can make a deal toward the denuclearization.
Tomorrow, some negotiations, did you say?
Well, they suck.
on Jay Klaim, what's your directive for him? He's
Just
supposed
to do a great job. He's outstanding, as you know. He's an outstanding man. You look at his education. He was the head of. Then he was immediately, very early at a young age, went to the head of Sullivan and Cromwell, one of the most prestigious, maybe the most prestigious law firm in the world. He headed up. Well, let's see. I mean, look at the companies. Look at what he did. Oh, by the way, and he was a great. For 4 years, he was a great SEC chairman.
Do you want him to continue the initiatives that you had Bill Pulte doing?
I want him to do what he wants to do. He's an outstanding person. Everybody wanted him, and really, I mean, he's truly outstanding.
When would you
Nancy Guthrie, the investigation into her disappearance now 6 months long, stalled out. Is it time for the FBI to get involved? Or
Well, they are involved to an extent, but as you know, the local community really runs those things. And some people haven't liked the way the local communities run it. They haven't liked the way the sheriffs run it. But we would like to give them the benefit. But we're there anytime they need us. It's a terrible thing. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We're talking to them in the form of a negotiation. It begins tomorrow afternoon. And we'll see you soon. I'd love to do that. Save a lot of lives. Save a lot of unnecessary power, to be honest with you. It'll take many, many years to ever build it back. If it could, I don't think it would be even buildable back. So we had an attack that would be the biggest attack since World War II. And it would have been disastrous for them. And they didn't want us to do it. And frankly, Saudi Arabia didn't want it either. They thought that a deal is imminent.
Is there a deadline, sir?
And the deal is imminent, having to do with the Hormuz Strait and also...
Pemirsa, Israel mengklaim telah menghancurkan lebih dari 1.200 lokasi milik Hizbullah. Lokasi ini termasuk tempat penyimpanan senjata hingga terowongan bawah tanah. Militer Israel mengatakan pada hari Minggu bahwa pasukan dari Brigade ke-401 telah menyelesaikan penugasan selama 8 bulan di Lebanon Selatan. Selama bertugas, mereka mengklaim telah menghancurkan lebih dari 1.200 situs Hizbullah. Menurut militer Israel, pasukan menemukan lebih dari 600 senjata termasuk RPG, rudal anti-tank, senapan mesin, dan senapan Kalashnikov. Mereka juga membongkar ratusan meter terowongan bawah tanah dan infrastruktur militer Hizbullah lainnya. Brigade ke-401 yang dikenal sebagai Brigade Jalur Besi dikerahkan selama pertempuran yang kembali berkobar antara Israel dan Hizbullah di sepanjang perbatasan Israel-Lebanon. 4 tentara dari batalion ke-52 brigade tersebut tewas selama operasi di Lebanon Selatan pada bulan Juni. Puluhan pemukim Israel kembali memasuki wilayah kota Nablus dengan pengawalan ketat pasukan Israel di tengah meningkatnya ketegangan di tepi barat Palestina. Sementara di lokasi terpisah, kamera pengawas merekam momen anak Palestina menjadi sasaran tembakan gas air mata pasukan Zionis Israel.
Ketegangan kembali terjadi di wilayah tepi barat Palestina. Para pemukim Israel dilaporkan berbondong-bondong memasuki desa Tal, barat daya kota Nablus dengan pengawalan ketat pasukan Israel. Rekaman menunjukkan rombongan pemukim bergerak memasuki kawasan permukiman warga Palestina di bawah perlindungan personel militer Israel. Kehadiran para pemukim memicu kekhawatiran warga, menyusul meningkatnya insiden kekerasan yang melibatkan pemukim Israel di sejumlah wilayah tepi barat dalam beberapa waktu terakhir. Sementara itu di lokasi terpisah, kamera pengawas merekam momen ketika anak-anak Palestina yang sedang berada di depan rumah mereka di kota Beit Furik, Timur Nablus menjadi sasaran tembakan gas air mata. Kepulan asap langsung memenuhi area sekitar rumah warga dan memicu kepanikan.
منذ الصباح هناك عشرات من المستعمرين قاموا باقتحام محيط البلدي برفقة قوات الاحتلال اللي مركباتهم جابت كل شوارع البلد، وانطلقوا من شارع الالتفافي المسمى شارع يتسار، المكان الحادث اللي حدث الأسبوع الماضي وراح ضحيته 4 شباب من بلدة تل أو من قرية تل المجاورة. ثم عملية الاقتحام توالت تحت مسمى مسار مشي إلى محيط القرية، إلى حي العامرية وحي المهندسين في مدينة اللي بفصلنا بيننا وبين مدينة نابلس. تعرضها يعني وخلالها كان في هناك شعارات عنصرية تطلق بين الفينة والأخرى، وتدمير لبعض الممتلكات ولبعض المنازل قيد الإنشاء في محيط البلد. وكان في محاولة استفزاز المواطنين لجرهم الرب على الاشتباك بحماية قوات جيش الاحتلال، ومن ثم أهل البلد كما ترى بانتظار يعني ما سيحدث خلال الساعات القادمة، ما بعد الدعوة اللي أطلقوها للقيام بحفل خاص لهم بالنسبة للقتلى اللي كانوا عندهم الأسبوع الماضي.
Rangkaian peristiwa ini kembali menambah panjang daftar ketegangan yang terus terjadi di wilayah tepi barat di tengah konflik yang belum menunjukkan tanda-tanda mereda.
Menteri Keamanan Nasional Israel Itamar Ben-Gvir kembali menuai kecaman setelah pernyataannya kepada seorang tahanan perempuan Palestina saat mengunjungi penjara Ofer di tepi barat. Ia mengejek keluhan yang disampaikan para tahanan di penjara itu. Dalam kunjungannya ke penjara Ofer pada hari Sabtu, Itamar Ben-Gvir menanyakan kondisi seorang tahanan perempuan Palestina. Tahanan itu mengaku kondisi di dalam penjara tidak baik, menyebabkan depresi, mengganggu kesehatan mental, makanan yang disediakan tidak layak, air tidak bersih, serta para tahanan tidak diizinkan keluar dari sel. Menanggapi keluhan tersebut, Ben-Gvir mengatakan penjara bukan hotel, sehingga makanan tidak harus enak.
هون مش في فندق 6 نجوم ומי שעושה דברים צריך לחשוב על מה שהוא עושה. واللي بيعمل اشياء זה مجبور يتحمل. לא, מי שעושה פשע צריך ללמוד, ובטח פשע נגד עם ישראל. اللي بيحاول يعمل اي شغله سيئه, اي شغله عمليه اجراميه بده يتحمل. זה לא בית מלון, פעם היה כאן בית מלון, היום זה לא בית מלון. مش فندق هون. היום נגמר הבית מלון כאן. אין בית מלון כאן.
Ya, kebakaran kembali melanda Yunani. Api yang dipicu angin kencang melalap kawasan hutan di dekat resor pantai Porto Germeno, barat laut Athena, dan memaksa ribuan warga mengungsi. Kebakaran hutan menyebar cepat di kawasan Porto Germeno, barat laut Athena. Rekaman pada hari Sabtu menunjukkan asap tebal membumbung tinggi, sementara helikopter pemadam berupaya menjatuhkan air untuk menahan penyebaran api. Pihak berwenang memerintahkan evakuasi warga di sejumlah wilayah, termasuk Porto Germeno dan Sata. Lebih dari 1.100 warga dievakuasi, termasuk wisatawan yang dipindahkan melalui jalur laut. Sebanyak 496 petugas pemadam dan 11 helikopter terus berupaya mengendalikan kebakaran. Gelombang panas dan angin kencang membuat risiko kebakaran di berbagai wilayah Yunani masih tetap tinggi. Pemirsa, kebakaran hutan yang dipicu angin kencang melanda negara bagian Washington, Amerika Serikat. Api melalap ribuan hektar lahan dan memaksa ribuan warga mengungsi. Kebakaran hutan melanda kawasan barat laut Spokane, Washington dan menghanguskan sekitar 1.000 hektar lahan. Rekaman pada hari Sabtu menunjukkan asap tebal menyelimuti kawasan permukiman saat warga berupaya menyelamatkan rumah mereka sebelum mengungsi. Kebakaran yang bermula dari kawasan Old Trails Road ini menyebar cepat akibat angin kencang dan suhu tinggi. Pemerintah negara bagian Washington menetapkan status darurat kebakaran hutan, sementara Badan Cuaca Nasional mengeluarkan peringatan kondisi cuaca ekstrim yang meningkatkan risiko penyebaran api. Tentara Spanyol telah dikerahkan ke wilayah Ceuta untuk menahan gelombang puluhan ribu migran Maroko. Garda Sipil Spanyol dan Tentara Angkatan Darat dikerahkan untuk menjaga garis pantai Ceuta. Para migran mengantri di perbatasan, sementara yang lain dikawal untuk kembali ke Maroko. Presiden wilayah Ceuta, Juan Yesus Vivas, mengatakan ada sekitar 60.000 orang telah memasuki kota itu dalam waktu 24 jam. Vivas memerintahkan penambahan polisi dan tentara untuk menjaga perbatasan. Pemerintah Spanyol menyatakan 90 orang tewas saat menyeberangi perbatasan Maroko-Spanyol.